The details of Zarathustra's early life are shrouded in the mists of time, making it difficult to separate historical fact from later tradition and legend. Most scholars agree that he likely lived sometime between the 5th and 10th centuries BC in the eastern regions of ancient Iran, which is present-day parts of Afghanistan, Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan, and Tajikistan. While pinpointing exact dates is challenging, this time frame places him in a period of significant transition in the ancient world, a time where new religions and philosophical ideas were emerging. It is generally accepted that Zarathustra was a priest in the pre-Zoroastrian Iranian religion, a polytheistic faith with a complex pantheon of deities. This background is important because it helps to understand the context of his later teachings and the radical nature of his reforms. His familiarity with the existing religious practices and beliefs would have provided him with the framework to articulate his own unique vision. The pivotal moment in Zarathustra's life, according to tradition, was a profound spiritual experience, a vision or revelation from Ahura Mazda. This encounter is said to have fundamentally transformed his understanding of the divine and the nature of reality. It was this vision that inspired him to challenge the established religious order and to preach a new message of monotheism and ethical living. The details of this vision vary in different accounts, but the core element remains consistent, a direct experience of the divine that led Zarathustra to a new understanding of truth. This transformative experience is a common motif in the lives of many religious figures, highlighting the importance of personal revelation and spiritual insight in the formation of religious beliefs. It underscores the idea that Zarathustra's teachings were not simply intellectual constructs, but deeply personal and transformative experiences. Zarathustra's most revolutionary teaching was his proclamation of Ahura Mazda as the one supreme God, the creator and sustainer of all that is good in the universe. This radical shift from the polytheistic traditions of his time marked a significant turning point in the religious history of Iran. Ahura Mazda was not just another deity in a pantheon, he was the ultimate source of all existence, the embodiment of light, truth, and goodness. This concept of monotheism, which is not entirely unique in the ancient world, was a bold departure from the prevailing religious beliefs of the region. It challenged the established hierarchy of gods and the traditional practices associated with their worship. Zarathustra's monotheism emphasized the unique and transcendent nature of Ahura Mazda, setting him apart from all other beings and establishing him as the sole object of worship. The monotheistic nature of Zoroastrianism has important implications for its understanding of the cosmos and humanity's place within it. It implies a unified and coherent universe created and governed by a single divine will. It also suggests a direct relationship between Ahura Mazda and human beings who are called to choose between good and evil and to live in accordance with Ahura Mazda's divine plan. The establishment of Ahura Mazda as a supreme god also necessitated a reevaluation of the nature of other divine beings. In Zoroastrianism, the entities that were previously worshipped as independent gods were reinterpreted as emanations or aspects of Ahura Mazda, representing his various attributes and powers. These beings, known as the Amesha Spenta, are not independent deities but rather extensions of Ahura Mazda's own being, working in harmony to fulfill his divine will. While Zoroastrianism is fundamentally monotheistic, it also incorporates a strong element of dualism. This dualism stems from the recognition of an opposing force to Ahura Mazda, a principle of evil and destruction known as Angra Mainyu, or the evil spirit. This force represents darkness, falsehood, and all that is contrary to Ahura Mazda's good creation. The existence of Angra Mainyu introduces a dynamic tension into the Zoroastrian worldview, portraying the universe as a battleground between good and evil. It is important to emphasize that this dualism is not absolute. Ahura Mazda is the ultimate supreme being, and good will eventually triumph over evil. Angra Mainyu is not seen as an equal power to Ahura Mazda, but rather as a force that opposes him, disrupting his creation and tempting humanity away from the path of righteousness. The dualistic nature of Zoroastrian highlights the importance of human choice and the ongoing struggle between good and evil in the world. And the conflict between Ahura Mazda and Angra Mainyu is not just a cosmic drama, it also plays out within the human heart. Human beings are seen as having free will, the ability to choose between good thoughts, good words, and good deeds, and evil thoughts, evil words, and evil deeds. This ethical dualism underscores the importance of moral responsibility and the need for constant vigilance in the face of temptation. The Zoroastrian understanding of dualism is not simply a pessimistic view of the world. While it acknowledges the reality of evil and suffering, it also offers a message of hope and ultimate triumph. The belief that Ahura Mazda will ultimately prevail over Angra Mainyu provides a foundation for optimism and encourages Zoroastrians to actively participate in the struggle against evil by choosing good in their thoughts, words, and deeds. Zarathustra's teachings place a strong emphasis on ethical conduct, stressing the importance of good thoughts, good words, and good deeds as the foundation of a righteous life. This ethical triad, known as Humata, Hukata, Uvariashta, and Avestan, forms the core of Zoroastrian morality. If I've said any of these words wrong, I apologize. It emphasizes the interconnectedness of inner thoughts, outward expressions, and actions, suggesting that the true righteousness encompasses all aspects of human life. The emphasis on good thoughts highlights the importance of cultivating a positive and virtuous mindset. It suggests that ethical behavior begins with inner purity and that controlling one's thoughts is essential for living a righteous life. Good words emphasize the importance of honest and truthful communication. It underscores the power of language to build up or tear down, to create harmony or discord. Good deeds emphasize the importance of acting in accordance with ethical principles and contributing to the well-being of others. Zarathustra's ethical teachings are not simply a set of rules or commandments. They are a guide to living a meaningful and fulfilling life. They emphasize the importance of personal responsibility and the power of human choice in shaping one's destiny. By choosing good thoughts, words, and deeds, individuals can align themselves with Ahura Mazda's will and contribute to the triumph of good over evil. The ethical emphasis in Zoroastrianism is not just about individual salvation. It also has a social dimension. Zoroastrians are called to create a just and harmonious society where everyone is treated with respect and dignity. This social ethic is rooted in the belief that all human beings are created by Ahura Mazda and are therefore worthy of compassion and care. The Avesta is the sacred text of Zoroastrianism, and it is believed to contain the teachings of Zarathustra himself, and it is a collection of hymns, prayers, rituals, and myths that form the foundation of Zoroastrian theology and practice. The Avesta is written in the Avestan language, an ancient Iranian language closely related to Sanskrit. The text has been passed down through generations of Zoroastrians, and its study and interpretation are central to Zoroastrian religious life. The most important part of the Avesta is the Gathas, a collection of 17 hymns that are attributed to Zarathustra himself. These hymns are considered the most sacred and authoritative part of the Avesta, and they provide the most direct insight into Zarathustra's teachings and his personal relationship with Ahura Mazda. The Gathas are written in a poetic and often metaphorical language, and their interpretations require careful study and reflection. The Avesta also contains other important texts, such as the Yasna, a liturgical text used in Zoroastrian rituals, and the Visparad, a collection of invocations to various divinities. The Avesta also includes myths and stories about the creation of the world, the struggle between good and evil, and the future destiny of humanity. These narratives provide a broader context for understanding Zarathustra's teachings and the Zoroastrian worldview. The Avesta is not just a historical document, it is a living text that continues to inspire and guide Zoroastrians today. It is read and recited in religious ceremonies, and its teachings are studied and interpreted by scholars and practitioners alike. The Avesta provides a link to the past, connecting contemporary Zoroastrians to the teachings of their prophet and the traditions of their ancestors.